was challenging. All I knew was the refugee life, living in the camp. And when we were in the camp, that's all I knew. Life was very challenging. We didn't know when our next meal was coming in. Everything was just difficult. I didn't really have much education back home. I stopped in 3rd grade because my family couldn't have they didn't have enough money to pay for my school fees and all that. But then after I stopped, a couple months later, the school closed because they didn't have books.
I was homeless with my mom. We went from bed to bed from my cousins to my grandma's, and we stayed out with my godmother actually for a while. And I mean, the people weren't bad, it was just the environment. So me and my mom made do with what we had. My sophomore year, I transferred from Schroeder High School to Walnut, and I was very influenced by the peer pressure, trying to fit in with everybody else. And at the end of the day, I flunked out and was sent back to Schroeder my junior year.
I've moved around a lot. I think I've been enrolled in school 20 times. I'm a child of addicts. That was something I dealt with a lot when I was little, and school was really the only thing that was consistent for me, and that was something that I had control of because the rest of the stuff I couldn't control. It was rough, getting up every day and going to school and doing what I had to do at school, but it was something that I knew I could do on my own, and I didn't need anybody else to rely on because there was never really someone I could rely on.
I put in a lot of work and a lot of hours of studying and making sure my homework and projects were turned in and they were done to the best of my ability to make up for all of that. My senior year, I was at school at 6, 7 in the morning, didn't leave till maybe 5 or 6 at night. I was just up at dual enrollment classes or filling out scholarships or applying to colleges because I knew where I messed up and I had a lot of catching up to do. So by the end of my senior year, I was just making decisions on what college I wanted to go to and what would be the best choice. I learned that quitting is never an option and that there's never an excuse to why you can't be successful.
I knew it was gonna be hard to make friends without speaking English. New people. I knew that I'm gonna have those challenges, but I knew that I had to stay positive. And my grandma and some of the friends that spoke the same language with me, they kept my faith going. I knew that I was gonna be okay, even though I'm gonna have to face those challenges. Otherwise, I'll be scared forever.
I don't know, I feel like everybody says I could have came out of that situation 2 different ways. I could have been like that and kind of taken the path that my parents took, or I could have came out of it the way that I did. And I just always, I know that one day I want to have a family and I want, a career and a home and stuff that I'd never had when I was little. And so that was always pushing for that, just waiting for that. So that's kind of what got me through all that.
I am the coordinator and president of the Avondale Youth Council, and it's been around since 2006. I would like to expand it and make it more international across the world. So I think it's positive to mentor young students because if I can let them know from the start that they're great, by the finish line they will be nothing but great. I plan on studying business communications. I would like to achieve my MBA, then study international studies and organizational leadership. I'm looking more into nonprofit and youth development.
Even before, just writing the essay and just being nominated for it was, I felt like people recognized all the hard work that I've put in and everything that I've worked for to get where I am today. So it felt I just felt good. I felt appreciated, I guess.
CYC made me work harder, because the harder I worked, the more opportunities I saw. And from there, with all the opportunities, I could weigh out my options, figure out where I wanted to go and which step would take me closer to where I wanted to be.
CYC has made me feel that I can do more. I can do more in life with winning a scholarship, with competing with people. I can do more than that. So with that being said, I'm ready for more challenges.